Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we have an interesting week ahead for Bitcoin. Bitcoin could finally make a decision about where it's going to go to in the next few weeks. Yeah, because Bitcoin, as it broke above 45.8k, that was a very important resistance level, a level that was very important structurally for Bitcoin. It still failed to push above the 200-day moving average, just above 48k. So Bitcoin is currently in a triangle pattern. We're going to take a look at that. And that will determine going forward where Bitcoin is heading, in my opinion. Last week we had it here just 7 days ago, really, before the candle closed. We had a huge pump of Bitcoin breaking exactly above that 45.8k level, and Bitcoin managed to hold above that level for nearly an entire week. We had a bit of a dip here, but that was only temporary. We had an interesting week nevertheless. We had Solana go up impressively. We had VeChain still performing well, and especially Silica was, I think, in the focus this week. And yeah, let's take a look. And even the Near protocol as well. So before I forget, yeah, Near protocol was certainly in the focus here as well. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Before I want to show you Bitcoin, I would like to show you the USDT market cap dominance. So that is the dominance of, yeah, USDT Tether. What you can see here currently is that USDT did approach resistance, yeah, very strong resistance here, didn't manage to push through here, and it's currently coming down again. So at the moment it looks like it's failing to get through this resistance level. Now, why is this important? Well, if USDT dominance goes down, it usually means that the Bitcoin price is going up. And if you have anything that is repeating like that here, because you can draw an ascending trend line here. So let's say USDT could come down to this ascending trend line. Now that would be a drop of, so that is the market cap dominance, of course. So we have a drop here of 23%. Now, if we overlay the Bitcoin price above this chart of the market cap USDT dominance, it will become very clear why I show you that one. So let's just add BTC. So can you see that? So orange is the Bitcoin price. You can see that the Bitcoin price moves completely opposite to the USDT dominance. So you had obviously these dips here of the USDT dominance. That did lead to Bitcoin peaks. Okay. And we just have the same thing happen again. USDT dominance going down, Bitcoin price going up. Yeah, and that is very, very important and very, very interesting. So let's say you have that USDT price, or USDT, sorry, market cap dominance 20% down. Yeah, what does that mean for the Bitcoin price? So let's just keep it simple. Let's just assume the Bitcoin price is going to move up 20%. Yeah, from here, where would that take us? Oh, wow. It would take us exactly into our target area here in green. So let's see. I think the next week will be very interesting, as I already mentioned here. So that is certainly something to keep an eye on, that USDT dominance. And then what I also wanted to show you, and right, keep it, or I had a few questions about that, by the way. So I'm not taking it too seriously. Yeah, I'm not. I'm taking the Elliott Wave method seriously, but still, I remember when we had that long wave 4 here, and end of the last year, we took a look at the moon phases indicator, isn't it? Because it was so boring, and a few people still ask for it. So I thought, well, I'll show you the moon phases indicator again. We take it with a pinch of salt. It's just for fun purely. Yeah, but it's still interesting how it sometimes works out. And we did, I think we calculated for last year that it more often than not actually works out. So it's quite funny. Actually a pretty good indicator, because I think it worked out 60 to 70%. And if in trading you win 60 to 70% of your trades, you're pretty good. Yeah. So anyway, so what does this indicator actually show us? It shows you when you have a new moon or when you have a full moon. Now in blue, the phases in blue show you full moon. And this indicator suggests that in a phase where you have a full moon phase, the price is going up. And oh, look at that. So we had here in the last few times here, last period here, starting I think around the 17th of March, you had a full moon phase. So the price did actually go up. you had here the new moon phase, price go down. Then before that you had a full moon phase. Well, the price did go up slightly, okay, very, very slightly. New moon, okay, price did go up as well. Full moon here dropped, new moon it dropped, full moon steady, new moon dropped. And I mean, we can count how often it worked, how often it didn't work. But I still wanted to make you aware that next week is a new moon phase. So based on this indicator, we should actually see the price drop. Okay, so it could possibly drop to that lower support level here of that range again. And again, of course, that's confusing. We've got the USDT indicator, isn't it? The USDT market cap dominance that would suggest the Bitcoin price going up. We've got the full moon, new moon indicator here suggesting price goes down. But with this one, I don't suggest to take it seriously, or at least not too seriously. Yeah, but I still found it quite interesting. And because a lot of people asked me for it, I just wanted to show it to you. Generally, if we consider the Elliott waves, we should now move higher after we broke above that 45.8k level. That was an important level for the structure, and since then the price actually did hold above it. We had a brief retest of 45.5k, but still it's been holding above it. What we currently see here, and this is what I still already mentioned this morning, that Bitcoin continues to be in this triangle. Therefore we see little volume, therefore we see little movement, but very, very shortly you can see and expect a pump here of Bitcoin, because we are here in this triangle pattern and the price cannot move in this triangle forever. And you can already see that we are pretty much in the apex of that triangle, and we are really probably in the last 1 or 2 4-hour candles here before we need to see a move. Yeah, so there isn't much more movement possible. Yeah, there isn't much more movement possible, so I can adjust it even in a way that would suggest that the price is pretty much at the breakout point now. It will be very interesting in which direction the price is going to head. To the upside, we of course have that very important 200-day moving average here at around 48.3k now. This is where the price needs to go beyond. And if we purely take the height of that triangle, determine with that the target area, if there is a breakout to the upside, that should take us above that 200-day moving average. And to the downside, it would take us pretty much very close to that important 42.6, 42.7k level. Now, Bitcoin should, after it broke above that 45.8k level here last Sunday, it should really now have more space and scope to the upside. Therefore, my primary scenario is that Bitcoin is moving up in a wave B. That would be into that region here. A minimum would be 51k, but more likely would be 55 to 65k. Here I do then expect the price to turn around and complete its sell-off, complete its correction. Seems to be taking a while now, unfortunately. So as I said before, if we make this longer move to the upside before you come down, it will take a while. It will take a while. Yeah, unfortunately, it was not my preferred option. My preferred option was and still is an immediate sell-off into the region down here between 20 and 29k. And again, I still think we need to get into that range because Bitcoin needs to make a lower low. It needs to come lower than the low of the wave A back in June, which was at 28.7k. Yeah, it is an expanded flat correction that Bitcoin did, which basically means that here in this correction that has now nearly lasted a year, we came down in a wave A. We did come up in a wave B, but that wave B moved higher than the previous high. Basically did overshoot it because everybody expected, I think, the price to go to 100k. So we had a very bullish market. And then, however, we started the correction. And typically now in that last leg down, you expect the price to reach a lower low. Yeah, it should do in most cases. And all we can do here is to really understand probabilities. Of course, there are always other opportunities. Everything is always possible in the market. And however, we have to go by probabilities. And the most likely scenario would be, in my opinion, that we are coming down into this yellow region. So that is still what I'm waiting for. Maybe next week we see a decision, or here, yeah, it will be next week, unless we see a decision here in the next hour or so, because this triangle pattern will determine, I think, where the price is going to head in the short term, and that might also have longer term implications. Now that's my view on Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.